The question we asked was, which pair of teammates will go down as the best on ice Penguins duo in franchise history? I was genuinely surprised by the result of this because I told Horwat last week after I said that this is what was going to go out. I said, you know what? I might be on the losing side of this. And I'm perfectly fine with that because I was on the underdog side of last week's Pens poll. Surprisingly, though, 58% of voters on our Twitter page at Ice-Burgh Podcast said Sidney Crosby and Evgeny Malkin will go down as the best on-ice duo in Penguins history over Mario Lemieux and Jaromir Jagr. Now, this is one of the closer polls that we have had over the entire offseason at 58-42. But I was genuinely surprised that people went with Crosby and Malkin, that many people went with Crosby and Malkin. I didn't think that they weren't going to get any votes, but I'm genuinely surprised that they were able to come out and pull out the victory in this poll. And I agree with it because when I look at this, Lemieux and Jagr walked, so Crosby and Malkin could run. But the big part about that is that Crosby and Malkin actually ran. They took the baton and they did what they were supposed to do. 3 Stanley Cups. Crosby has copious amounts of awards. Malkin has copious amounts of awards. Haven't missed a playoffs in 16 years. 16 of 17 of Crosby's seasons. All of them with Malkin. They've always been in the playoffs. So Lemieux and Jagr walked, so Crosby and Malkin could run. I understand that the framework without Lemieux off the ice would not have been set for Crosby and Malkin to do what they're doing on the ice in the city of Pittsburgh. Might have done it in Kansas City, but they weren't going to do it in the city of Pittsburgh if it wasn't for Mario Lemieux and, to an extent, Jaromir Jagr as well. And if you go back, revisionist history, what happens if the Penguins aren't horribly run through the 90s and end up having to sell off Jaromir Jagr? What happens if they can hold on to Jagr for his entire career, which looking back now seems like an almost ridiculous thing considering how many teams and how many places he's played at. And he's still playing at in the Czech Republic. But if they were able to hold on to that, maybe this is a different question. But if you look into it, they only played 7 seasons together. It's kind of crazy to think that 2 of the best players in franchise history that we always say, hey, the duos are Crosby, Malkin, Lemieux, Jagr. Lemieux and Jagr only played 7 years together. 2 Stanley Cups, both very early, obviously, in Jagr's career. Jaromir Jagr went out, won 5 Art Ross trophies, 1 Hart Trophy, and 2 Lester B. Pearson Awards. Mario Lemieux won a Calder, 6 Art Ross trophies, 3 Hart trophies, 4 Lester B. Pearson Awards, 2 Conn Smythes, and was overall the best player on this list. And that's the thing. Lemieux is the greatest player of all time in my estimation. So Lemieux is greater than Crosby. And I think overall, as a player, not as a Pittsburgh Penguin, but as a player, Jaromir Jagr is greater than Evgeny Malkin. I'm not reinventing the wheel with that take. So while Lemieux and Jagr outpunched the 2 players in their same weight class head-to-head, when it comes to narrowing it down with the Pittsburgh Penguins legacy, Sidney Crosby and Evgeny Malkin, longevity plays a massive factor. 16 years. When all said and done, it could be 20-plus years of thrilling hockey. Now, do they need to go out and perform? Yes, they do, because right now it's 16 straight years with a postseason streak. They're going to be fighting an uphill battle the next couple of years because of how good the Metropolitan Division is, how good the Eastern Conference is, but that remains to be seen. Right now, 16 straight playoff appearances, 3 Stanley Cups. Sidney Crosby has 2 Art Ross trophies, 2 Hart trophies, 3 Lester B. Pearson Awards, 2 Rocket Richards, and is a 2-time Conn Smythe winner with the Pittsburgh Penguins. Let's not take into account all international stuff because Lemieux and Crosby would both just be ridiculously good. Evgeny Malkin has the Calder. He's a 2-time Art Ross. He's a 1-time Hart Trophy winner. He is a 1-time Lester B. Pearson Award winner. And he won the 2009 Conn Smythe Award for the playoffs MVP. All of that combined with the fact that for over 20 years, they would have brought entertaining, physical, astounding, great hockey to the city of Pittsburgh. That's why I go with Sidney Crosby and Evgeny Malkin over Mario Lemieux and Jaromir Jagr. But the point remains that Pittsburgh Penguins fans are incredibly spoiled to have been able to watch all four of these players play very good hockey in the city of Pittsburgh.